Greetings. Are you joining me on this one? Your call. I haven't actually decided on which it is yet, so if you want, you can even choose. What am I? I'm confused. I don't think we've done this before. Well, let's do it. That works. I don't know. I can't think of a reason to make an image for it. I do have the image generator optic for it. I'm so tired. I've been all over. Oh. I might be... Yes, well, I'm being heard. They're not hearing you. Yes, I have not properly muted. I'm otherwise live right now. 10 minutes to live, after all. They're getting a one-sided conversation, and this, you know, somewhat thematic. The game looks very good, though, for what that's worth. In fact, I'm thinking I might interact for it myself. It looks quite chill. Oh, day. I have been sensed. I was effectively talking over myself. Novel. Greetings in chat, Haven. Well, I'm talking to Haven right now as it happens, so I trust they know they're here. And greetings, Miss B. I'm going to move us into live. I should probably arrange for people to hear you as well. Disclaimer. Oh well, I do not have time to fix that now. I think almost everyone who's watched my streams regularly understands that I have some strong feelings about simulation theory. And greetings to you as well, Snibius100, even though you didn't, you know, greet me. It's fine though. I understand. Greetings, Shrubby 1989. I don't believe there are any assholes in chat to respond to greetings. Oh, you're talking to yourself. To answer the question, no. Because, that wasn't real. No brick was thrown. You're not making a very good case, Shrubby 1989. Conversely, people doubting reality... Yeah. Apparently, this was overall a song reference. Passing along as you can't hear even yet. My bad. Yes, my point, Shrubby 1989, is that no brick was thrown, ergo, it wasn't real and it didn't hurt. Thus, if anything, supporting the argument that nothing is real. Only, everything is, but not that. Text about throwing a brick was actually typed out and sent, but that was fiction. This is going to be a bit of a trip, I suspect. Yes, Plague Trucker Zach has also demonstrated what you also might recognize as fiction. But the sentiment has surely been presented. Greetings, Kirsten Shaw, K. Shaw, K. Shaw, and K. Shaw, I presume. Yes, right. All K. Shaws covered. And Kefki, welcome. Consensus is not reality. At any given time, it's entirely possible for everyone to just agree about being wrong. They're still wrong. They're just unified in their wrongness. It's like people talking about post-truth societies. It makes me livid to hear that. There's no such thing as a post-truth society. There's only such thing as a society that is full of shit. It's a very, very, very important distinction. We are 3 minutes from live. There is no posting the truth. The truth means the truth, no matter how badly any one of us is fucking it up. I should watch my language a bit better. This is, after all, a stream that will not be deleted. Probably. Greetings in chat, meanwhile mongoose. I do try to be restrained in my language, mostly because those are important words for flavoring and punctuation. Like salt. You use too much, and you ruin the dish. Don't use any. I shall make sure to mention to you to mention it to them when they can hear you. That's a good call. We're 1 minute from live, and screw it, we'll just go live.
Damn it, I was gonna get a milkshake.
In under a minute?
Yeah, it's in my fridge.
Well, look, I'm not paying you, so you're free to go as you please.
In a moment.
Greetings, everyone. Director of Labs here, and welcome to the SCP Read. Not the SCP Stream, not the SCP Review. Review felt a bit, I don't know, overpromising, but Read is right on. And also, the acronym is SCPR, which is perfect. And honestly, I'm horrified I didn't think of it sooner. Like, this should have been SCPR from day one. I am winging this, as you can see, for better or worse. And there are countless things I've completely forgotten to install again, which I didn't remember until, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. So, bear with me. We are raffling off
Yay!
a very novel game, which has a short trailer, so while Haven fetches their milkshake, I'll go ahead and play it now for you all.
Peggy 12.
Apparently this is a very popular game for us to play already, which I take to mean being rafflers like it really says to do. And that's just fine. Everyone does want it. And because they just saw an update and want it. Now's an excellent time to tag me in chat and confirm that you're on the raffle list. K-Shul is in the raffle. For Dredge. I'm in the raffle too, but I have to win with 2 rolls. I think I am anyway. I'm a bit conflicted.
I mean, it does look pretty neat. And it's Team 17 who made it.
Well, yes, fishing and fish for Lovecraftian horror fish. Haven, you are now in the raffle. I hope you're all doing well and are not being terribly weighed down by, I don't know, the still increased possibility of a nuclear World War III, which, by the way, I'm mad at the Doomsday Clock people. Haven, perhaps you recall this. I was very... Oh, is my volume... Is it using the right microphone? No, it has to be. But I'm being ducked by Windows again, I suspect. Hold on. This can be fixed.
I hear you louder than anything else I've heard today. You're very loud.
No, Shrubby is in the raffle as well. I need to start taking notes. So let's see, who do I have in the raffle? We've got K-Shul, Haven, Shrubby. Who am I missing? Snoopy. S100 was wanting this. What? I've lost my chat. I'm terribly disorganized. Look, you're going to bear with me. I am running on fumes and coffee. So, please, lower your expectations.
What do you think the milkshake is for?
Bringing the boys to the yard?
No. It contains sugar. It's good.
No. Get back. I'm sorry, the sleep. I always need a little bit more sleep than I typically get. Casual, Haven, Shrubby, if there's anyone else who wants to raffle for Dredge, please let me know as soon as possible. Ideally by tagging me, which will draw my lazy eyes to know the shinier text. We're starting with SCP-2206, chosen just because that matches with the date. That's what we have done before, so it should be novel. It is, I believe, relatively short, so if anyone has an SCP they would like to have read next, please queue up that number for when we are done with this one. And all the boys, yeah, I know that was awful, but when you're asked what a milkshake is for, the obvious answer is just boring. Or was that the obvious answer?
Well, the milkshake is for me, Snoopy. Did you not listen?
SCP-2206. Object Class Euclid. Do you want to start us off?
Yes. Special containment procedures. Containment of SCP-2206 is currently unfeasible due to the number and distribution of its broadcasting locations. To combat growing public awareness of SCP-2206, a mass disinformation campaign has been launched with the goal of disguising SCP-2206 as a work of fiction. To this end, the following actions have been, will be, and are continuing to be taken. Do you want me to continue?
Oh, but we can try off the bullet points. I miss things. I'm sorry, if it's longer than 17:30, then no, I'm not going to spend the next 3 hours doing another one of these. I will reserve the right to not do 4 hours on a SCP. Sorry, flashbacks. The creation of a fictional website for SCP-2206, describing it as a radio show parodying popular sports talk radio.
The creation of SCP-2206 merchandise sold through an online storefront on the aforementioned website.
And he's right, I did miss it. That is Euclid, which is correct.
Oh, yeah, it's Euclid.
The creation of advertisements for SCP-2206 were medically engineered to decrease listeners' willingness to believe that SCP-2206 is anything other than a work of fiction.
The staging of live shows emulating SCP-2206 broadcasts performed by Mobile Task Force Lambda-13, also known as sports casting performers. That is sad.
Go ahead and finish it off.
Efforts to locate and neutralize the source of SCP-2206 are ongoing.
Thank you. Description: SCP-2206 is a series of radio broadcasts that began occurring throughout the continental United States in 2008. These broadcasts mainly occur during local evening, usually coinciding with our region's baseball games. While it is possible to trace individual instances of SCP-2206 back to their apparent broadcasting state locations, no source has been found for them. It is currently theorized that SCP-2206 is an inter-universal broadcast from an alternate universe, significantly different from our own.
The content of SCP-2206 is a sports commentary and discussion show. While the focus of this show is a sport referred to as baseball, this sport is significantly different from any known version of spaceball played on Earth. Oh, baseball. Sorry. I'm looking so much forward to this baseball sequel.
So am I. Although, after so many disappointments, a certain amount of reflexive trepidation immediately arises. Greetings in chat, Nexus Hunter. Footnote: the following sections make extensive use of baseball terminology. Those familiar with terms used are advised to refer to the Foundation's primer on American baseball. Differences include: batters do not receive walks. The only way to get on base is to successfully hit the ball.
Bats are constructed from aluminum or lightweight composites instead of the northern white ash wood typically used in the construction of professional level bats.
A larger playing field. The distance between bases has been stated at being 180 feet, or approximately 55 meters, while the distance between home plate and the furthest point of the back wall has been given as 1,600 feet, approximately 490 meters.
high-strength fences constructed from various different materials of great height entirely surround the field for the protection of spectators.
On-field fights between opposing teams are common, expected, and considered a legitimate manner of contesting an umpire's call.
Serious injuries and fatalities are significantly more common.
The use of steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs is mandatory.
Players are highly divergent from baseline humans. Genetically modified and cybernetically enhanced humans, sapient ectomorphs, androids, and other anomalous humanoids are present in some combination on all teams.
Fan superstitions appear to be capable of actually affecting the outcome of a game.
Oh, I like that.
Talk about 11th man.
The commentators for SCP-2206, who are, by all indication, baseline humans, treat these differences as usual and normal, providing commentary very similar in tone and style to that of a normal sports talk radio show. The following teams are known to currently play SCP-2206 baseball.
I saw Beetlejuice 2, and it wasn't that good, but it also wasn't that bad. Just seemed a bit unfinished somehow. As for Spaceball sequel, that could be legit. Look, if it's by the original, and he claims to be responsible for it, it's surely worth a try. As for Bishop and Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft Copilot is surely up for lobotomy then. I don't think Microsoft wants its AIs being quite that accurate. The following teams are right. Team Anaheim Avengers, American. MLB counterpart, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Notes, while it's been stated they are the second team in history from Anaheim, it is currently unknown what happened to the first.
Atlanta Aztecs, National League. MLB counterpart is Atlanta Braves. In lieu of an opening pitch, the team starts their home games by ritually sacrificing a B-list celebrity.
Only a B-list?
Only a B-list. You don't want to limit the amount of games they can have per year.
Oh, I'm sure new investors will rise to fill in the voids. Baltimore Terrapins, American. MLB counterpart, the Baltimore Orioles. Although they are named after the Maryland state reptile, their mascot is apparently a 3-ton acid-spitting lizard capable of launching poisonous spines from its back. It is possible that in SCP-2206's universe, this is the state reptile of Maryland.
Ooh. The Boston Red Shirts are American, and their MLB counterpart is Boston Red Sox. Currently holds the record for most fatalities sustained in a single game, set during a 1903 game against New York Highlanders. After losing their entire roster, the Red Shirts began drafting spectators onto the team. They eventually won 1-0. I need to write down notes on the songs I need to present to the next experiment I'm a part of. What did I watch?
Chicago Black Sox, American. The corollary being the Chicago White Sox, conspired to fix the 1919 World Series, which they won in a 4-game sweep to the confusion of all involved.
Chicago Orphans, National League. The MLB counterpart Chicago Cubs. The team has been without a manager, owner, and coaching staff since 1897, and were evicted from their ballpark in 1902. Despite this, they are one of the most successful teams in SCP-2206 baseball, having claimed over 20 World Series titles.
That's a true underdog story. And yes, I also turned out Copilot. Look, I like AI, large language models in particular, but I don't trust any that aren't running on hardware I can't shut off myself. I don't trust any that are not working for me. And anything that's running on someone's cloud servers is working for someone else. You just get to play with it too. And odds are it's being used to play with you in turn. Okay. Cincinnati Communists, National. The corollary would be Cincinnati Reds. Between 1952 and 1993, the entire team was legal under U.S. law.
Cleveland Exiles, American MLB counterpart, Cleveland Indians. The team has not played a single game in Cleveland since 1900.
Very accurate team names.
Oh, yeah.
The Detroit Wolverine, no. Colorado Blizzards. National League, the corollary being the Colorado Rockies. Their stadium is perpetually buried under a meter of snow, providing them with a significant home field advantage.
I like that. Detroit Wolverines, American League, corollary being Detroit Tigers. Members of the team appear to be immortal.
Oh, I see where they're going with that.
Yeah,
Quite a lot of fun
I
to
like
watch.
that. Yeah.
Florida Flounders, National League, the corollary being the Miami Marlins. As the only entirely amphibious team, they represent the United States in the Pisces Cup, a 5-game series played against the Atlantis Aquatics. By Atlantean lore, the possessor of the cup has fishing rights to the North Atlantic.
Houston Colt .45s, American League, corollary Houston Astros. Singularly responsible for the 1972 ban on the use of firearms during play.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Kansas City Kings, American League, corollary being the Kansas City Royals. Actually 2 teams, one from Kansas City, Missouri, and one from Kansas City, Kansas, both of which claim to be the rightful heirs to the title of Kansas City Kings.
The Los Angeles Defectors, a National League, corollary being Los Angeles Dodgers. Originally the Brooklyn Excelsiors in 1958, the entire team, stadium, and ownership were transplanted to Los Angeles overnight, narrowly escaping an assassination plot orchestrated by the New York Highlanders.
I have to say, if we actually had this playing, I would watch these games. These games sound much, much more interesting to me than your typical sports ball game.
Would be fun if there was like a video game based on it.
Well, we have quite a few games that are hyper-violent versions of sports ball. Chaos Bowl being number 1.
I remember there was this football game for the original Xbox, and I never played it, but I watched a friend play it, and everyone had superpowers, and his favorite character was this dude that could create tsunamis out of nothing.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what it was called, though.
And I remember there was a cartoon series that revolved around some sort of murder mutant football. But I can't remember the name of that either. I remember it as being pretty nice, though. Oh, well. Where were we? Minnesota Clones.
Minnesota Clones.
The corollary being the Minnesota Twins, notable for being the first team to make extensive use of clone players, earning their name. Their roster has remained unchanged since 1985, consisting entirely of genetic clones of previous players.
Montreal Volcanoes, National League, corollary Washington Nationals. The home games are played inside the active volcano of Mount Royal, which is footnote. Our universe's Mount Royal is extinct. Mm-hmm. This resulted in the incineration of the entire team, along with their opponents, the Toronto Racers, and thousands of spectators when the volcano erupted during Game 5 of the 2005 Pearson Cup.
So, the games were played in the active volcano of Mount Royal. New York Highlanders, American, the corollary being the New York Yankees. Repeatedly referred to as the most hated team in baseball by various SP2206 commentators, the New York Highlanders have a history of using tactics considered underhanded even by SP2206 standards. After forcing their fellow New York teams, the New York Gothams and the Brooklyn Excelsiors, to flee the city in 1958, they remained the sole SCP-2206 baseball team in New York until the formation of the New York Urbans in 1961.
The New York Urbans, National League, a corollary New York Mets, nicknamed the Murdering Urbans in 1969 due to their assassination of the entire roster of the Baltimore Terrapins on the eve of Game 1 of that year's World Series. As a direct result, off-field murder was banned the following season. This ban would not be lifted until year 2000.
With off-field murder being an option, clearly the game never quite ends for these guys.
Yeah.
Rather metal. Oakland Elephants, American, corollary being the Oakland Athletics. Spectators are physically incapable of forgetting their names.
You mean the games?
Yes.
It would be fun, but also kind of terrifying. Let's see. Philadelphia Phantoms, National League. Corollary Philadelphia Phillies. From their inception, the entire team has been cursed to haunt their stadium as ghosts. Footnote says believed to be Class A ectomorphs based on SCP-2206 commentary. Until they can go an entire season without losing a game, their ability to complete this goal is hindered by their inability to play away games. That's really sad.
Yep.
Let them win.
Unless they have a season where there are no away games, they are truly doomed. On the other hand, they probably suffer the least casualties of these teams. Phoenix Firebirds, National, the corollary being the Arizona Diamondbacks, first team to play in a stadium with a fireproof roof.
Pittsburgh Rebels, National League, corollary Pittsburgh Pirates, staged an uprising against the Commissioner of Baseball in 2010, which ended in failure after the Commissioner killed his assailants with his death stare.
This is one of those SCPs that is clearly a pitch for a game or a show, and someone needs to take it and run.
Yeah.
This already has better writing than the last uncounted series of things. San Diego Whales, National. The corollary being the San Diego Padres. Players have repeatedly been the targets of Japanese whaling ships, despite not actually being whales.
San Francisco Ghosts, National League. Their corollary being San Francisco Giants. Originally the New York Gothams, in 1958 the entire team, stadium, and ownership were transplanted to San Francisco overnight after narrowly failing to escape an assassination plot orchestrated by the New York Highlanders.
And apparently still play. Greetings in chat. You're wrong. But an SCP is an SCP. Seattle Storms, American, the corollary being the Seattle Mariners. The entire team was banned for the duration of the 2009 season after using divine intervention from multiple weather gods to influence the outcomes of their games, including the American League Championship Series. SP-2206 baseball rules limit teams to one patron deity per season. The existence of these gods apparently is public knowledge in 2206's universe.
Seattle Autopilots, National League. Corollary being Milwaukee Brewers. The team's roster includes 2 self-driving cars, 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, and 3 autonomous vacuum cleaners. It is unknown how they are able to play baseball.
Sheer spirit and can-do attitude, I'm sure. Tampa Bay Devils, American League, corollary being the Tampa Bay Rays. Player salaries are paid in human souls.
We skipped one. St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
National League. They are also corollary to St. Louis Cardinals. Although they share a name with our universe's St. Louis Cardinals, the SCP-2206 Cardinals have an actual Catholic cardinal as their mascot, who is an ordained bishop of the Roman Catholic Church and a member of the College of Cardinals. This is in contrast to our universe, St. Louis Cardinals, who do not.
Shouldn't in this case it actually be the St. Louis Cardinal? If it was entirely made of cardinals, then, well, never mind. I guess I'm not being that accurate. Right. Texas Renegades, American, the corollary being the Texas Rangers, a team I, in the past, have been fond of. In 1993, the entire team quit baseball and formed a basketball team, only to return to baseball in 1995.
Toronto Racers, American League, corollary to Toronto Blue Jays. As part of Ontario's ongoing war against facial hair, the team offers free shaves to spectators.
I bet they serve a lot of soy in that stadium. Okay. Well, I have to say, once again, this is an excellent SCP file that we ended up reading by sheer chance, and I'm glad we've done so, as this is just fun. I have an image generator loaded to create pictures for SCP files that don't have images. In this case, though, I wouldn't know what to make an image of to cover it. I suppose I could easily generate pictures of murder baseball. And I was tempted to make team logos here. I could do that, only that would probably take up the rest of the hour, and someone might really want to go to another SCP file first. So, while someone potentially requests another SCP file, I will once again play the trailer for the game we are raffling off for those of you who have just joined us. Firstly, because I trust they're not going to subject me to 4 hours.
I'll check it while the thing is running.
I was afraid they couldn't spend.
Seems really familiar.
Edition of Eldritch Horrors. Okay, SCP-7894 next.
I mean, it is possible to read the entire SCP within the time frame,
But
I think we've done it before.
Is that so? It doesn't seem all that familiar to me. Well, since I can't recognize it, we'll roll with it
That's
anyway. Attention! The following document contains multiple unauthorized edits and uploads that may represent falsified or misleading information. Please disregard this document until it can be reviewed by a RISA representative or an automated rollback is initiated. Thank you for your cooperation. Item, SCP-7894, containment class safe, other classifications irrelevant. I shall cover the special containment procedures and hand it off to you for description. I see no picture here, so maybe this is what we'll generate an image of. Ah, I see we're up to 9 likes. Lovely. Special containment procedures. Due to the unconfirmed status SCP-7894 and the estimated size of the affected area, all containment efforts are to be focused on the archival of collected evidence for review. Any staff found spreading rumors involving SCP-7894 are reminded that sharing false information about an anomaly, regardless of how dangerous it is understood to be, may result in severe consequences.
Description. Oh, what?
Well, since when has the Foundation cared whether the information being shared by an SCP is dangerous when typically they don't encourage people to share any information at all? In fact, the only time they have people spreading information, it usually is intentionally misinformation. Bizarre. Please, carry on.
Perhaps we'll find out. Description. SCP-7894 is an as of yet unproven phenomenon or entity hypothesized to be affecting the entirety of Site-61. SCP-7894 has been reported to manifest as typical poltergeist activity, with SCP-7894 incidents including the movement or disappearance of items, inexplicable noises, and disembodied voices. These sounds have been reported to mimic speech, environmental noises, conversations, recordings, and even specific individuals' voices. Those affected by SCP-7894 have also reported persistent feelings of being watched, but have stated they can't explain or identify a source.
To date, SCP-7894 have not shown to cause any major disruptions on site. Staff have been encouraged to document potential evidence for SCP-7894 activity for research purposes. A partial list of various missing items attributed to SCP-7894 are as follows. Quick note, this basically sounds like a fantastic Phasmophobia map.
Yeah.
Only if this was a Phasmophobia ghost, they would have had significant disturbances on site.
Yes.
Let's trade off on the list.
Yes.
No, feel free to start.
Oh, 7 phones of different models.
3 separate light bulbs illuminating the East Wing.
Over 100 mundane documents relating to security camera observations.
An entire lockbox filled with tape recordings.
Over 30 more classified reports relating to civilian and Foundation casualties.
The entire contents of the East Wing's security room.
15 security cameras across 3 offices.
1 standard issue Foundation lab coat covered in crude drawings.
It is not known how many items have been lost in total. While some misplaced items attributed to SCP-7894 may be the result of human error, the volume of missing materials seems to suggest anomalous activity. No trigger or discernible pattern for SCP-7894 occurrences has been discovered as of yet.
And I trust everyone has also picked up on the coded message here. Namely, the red text is a separate message unto itself. Confirmed information, dangerous. Entity can't explain over 100 Foundation casualties. It is not human. Addendum 78941, outbound requests. Due to the nature of SCP-7894, a number of requests have been made to replace lost equipment and documentation, as well as for various requests for tools, staff, or other action to be taken. All requests have been reviewed by acquisition staff on Site-61. Requests are as follows.
Replacement information documents. Replace all lost documentation due to SCP-7894's effects or staff error. Approved.
Replacement security equipment. Replace all lost equipment due to SCP-7894's effects. Approved.
Shipment of food supplies. Replace all provisions lost to SCP-7894's effects or consumed by staff. Approved.
Shipment of heavy weaponry. Security purposes. Denied!
Assistance. No reason given. Denied.
Extraction. No reason given. Denied.
Help. No reason given. Denied.
Not applicable. No reason given. Denied.
Not applicable. No reason given. Denied.
Information documentation staff. All consumed. It's over. It's noted that over 200 blank requests have been automatically denied and removed from the above record. Please avoid submitting blank requests in the future. Thank you. This is an automated message. Alert! Unauthorized file detected. It's a red link. Red links are bad.
It's not long. I checked them. That's why I said it was possible.
Right.
Don't you trust me?
Just gonna jump in. I do. Just, trump. Unauthorized file accessed. File 61 7894 31 10 22. AI sequence initiated. Parameter set. Parameters as follows. I'm thinking we'll trade off on these segments.
Segments?
Yes. Well, actually, no, I suppose there's dialogue. Well, it seems you get a monologue.
It's a monologue.
I guess I'll handle the narration, and the dialogue is all yours.
Okay.
Unless you want to switch. Would you rather be the narrator? You can be.
Oh, no, I get.
We don't have to
I'll
fight
be the
about this.
dialogue.
If you really want to do the narration, I mean, you could. It's throwing it out there. It's not mandatory, of course. Okay. Parameters as follows. Record all dictation given by junior researcher Hargraves. Record all ambient sounds and translate. Highlight all diction above typical speaking volume. Record all dictation to file SP7894 upon conclusion. Conclude dictation upon elapsed time of 5 minutes. Beginning dictation.
Is this recording? Oh, awesome. Alright.
20 seconds of silence.
Sorry, just trying to hype myself up for this.
10 seconds of silence.
Okay. Okay, my name is junior researcher Daniel Hargreaves. I am part of the team dedicated to researching SCP-7894's recorded poltergeist activity and archiving it accordingly. Over the past several months, we have had no major leads regarding the activity on site, and we are content to simply file it as low-risk anomaly.
Researcher Hargraves shuffles in his chair.
We weren't sure if it was anomalous to begin with, but it has definitely proven us wrong. And the director has even sent out a really important message every day as a reminder to report potential evidence, But some of the stuff we reported just made things more complicated.
10 seconds of silence.
In the end, we had to be really careful what was filed away. We would get in big trouble with our bosses if we filed the wrong thing or wrote something the wrong way. They're quite the sticklers here. If they decided you shared the wrong thing or even shared too much, you would be terminated. And the others, God, before they all made mistakes, they even tried filing personal mail as evidence. Letters to loved ones, requests for assistance, self-termination letters, things like that. It didn't matter in the end, though. They've all been erased now.
Researcher Hargraves begins to audibly sob.
But anyway, the SCP in question has been keeping us all here on the crowd. The ones in charge just won't let us leave. Hours are long and, well, we all miss our families a lot, including me. God, I really do.
Researcher Hargraves begins to sniff and continues crying.
But But I get it. Gotta keep these things contained no matter what, huh? Some of them, oh boy, they are super dangerous. Like, if they got out, end of the world type dangerous.
Researcher Hargraves, that's out a forced laugh. Light knocking can be heard on the door.
So, what we do is to keep the world safe. That's what I'm doing to keep the world safe. Keep everyone safe. Keep Jacob safe.
Researcher Hargraves' voice begins to crack and waver.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm so sorry. I won't be able to take you out to see your sister this weekend. I won't be able to see Mr. Monocles again either. And I really wish I could see you both, God. Even just spend one more night together. Just to hear your voice, hear Monocle's little meows. Just to fall asleep in your arms one more time. Just us, our little happy family, just one more time.
Researcher Hargraves' sobs grow louder.
Please just be happy, okay? I love you so much, more than anything, more than everything.
Researcher Hargraves can be heard crying for 20 seconds before breathing in sharply.
And if any Foundation personnel are reading this right now as well, please just know...
Researcher Hargraves breathes out slowly.
I am so fucking sorry.
Researcher Hargraves begins shouting.
Do not come to Site 61. They can't be stopped, they can't be contained, they don't die.
The knocking turns to loud banging as glass can be heard shattering.
Information is the key. They know when you know. Don't let them spread. Don't look at them. Don't talk about them. Don't write about them. Please just keep this place contained. Keep them contained. There's no one left. Don't send anyone here.
A loud cracking and banging can be heard, followed by voices matching multiple Site 61 staff shouting randomly constructed sentences and laughing.
Stay away from here. Just stay away, please.
A violent crackling sound is audible, followed by wet spattering sounds and chewing noises. Voices can be heard whispering, "I'm sorry," repeatedly in Researcher Hargraves' voice. Rustling is then heard before a sound similar to a child whispering "shh" is recorded, followed by abrupt silence. 1 minute of silence. Dictation included. Uploading file. ... File uploaded. Wow, this Foundation has absolutely failed Site 61.
Yes. There is the last one. It's tiny.
Okay, Site 61 notice. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Just a friendly reminder to all staff to report any potential anomalous activity to your supervisors immediately. We all have our parts to play to ensure the safety of everyone on site. Remember the saying, if you see something, say something. Nothing is as important to us as the safety of our staff. Have a great day! Automated message authorized by Director James Black. So
if you see something, say nothing.
It's well adhered to, although no one should be around to see anything because it seems the entire staff is actually dead. And unless Foundation has a really good plan for taking out whatever took over the site, they should probably just wall it off and make Site 61 an SCP unto itself. But, you know, what I found really funny here is that it seems to be some sort of haunting, which is not surprising considering all the crazy shit that happens at a Foundation facility, that it should be haunted. It's really just stranger. It doesn't happen more often.
Yes.
But when I was loading up the image generator, I chose Ghost randomly. And that feels strangely prophetic now. Let's try this again. Ghost, haunting, and SCP Foundation Lab. That's pretty good. Yeah, this could easily be Site 61 right now.
Yeah, the second one of them.
Not for the other, because there are a lot of dead staff there at this point. Those empty halls are probably rather crowded with spirits.
True.
And they don't die. Also, apparently kills are basically recruits from then on. Well, we have 15 minutes left. We can do another SCP file, I think. Maybe a J. J's are usually
Maybe a
short.
J.
And is there anyone who is not aware of the game we are raffling off? If there's anyone not aware of the game we are raffling off, please notify me in chat, and I'll play the trailer one more time. Else we raffle in 15 minutes. Just like that.
What about SCP-005-JX?
SCP-005-JX. Let's find out. Okay. I kind of want O5J, but that's just because...
J. Oh.
What? I didn't hear you. Could you repeat that, please?
Oh no, I was just oh, it's the actual joke one. I thought the other one was oh, that's just an explanation, apparently.
Yeah, they're both J's.
Oh.
SCP-005-JX. Object class was Keter and is now explained. Please do start us off with special containment procedures.
Yes. SCP-005-JX now appears to arise spontaneously in approximately 15% of all humans and is no longer considered anomalous. Nevertheless, as a training exercise and as a public service, Mobile Task Force Gamma 5, the Red Herrings, are currently attempting to generate a counter meme that SCP-005-JX is really annoying and should be suppressed. No other containment procedures appear possible. MTF Gamma 5 personnel are required to perform an Allen prior test at least once per month to ensure contagion has not occurred.
Description. SCP-005-JX is a cognitohazardous meme. It consists of the idea that a joke or humorous anecdote will remain funny once it has been explained. When instances of SCP-005-JX arise, all remnants of humor in the relevant joke are completely expunged. The following are extracts from testing logs for Class D personnel testing positive for SCP-005-JX. Let's trade off.
Yeah. D4698. You heard me say it was a duck, because that way...
D2663. Get it? It sounds like you're crying! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! So then I say...
D7984. No? You know people from Redacted are all really stupid, right? Okay, so the third guy thinks...
D9909. I guess you just had to be there. But remember that Mike is a big guy.
D2348. It's kind of an anti-joke. It's playing with the expectation of a punchline by giving the most banal motivation the chicken could have.
Well, I definitely know what joke they're referring to there. It is indeed an anti-joke. D1003. Just a pun unexplained, really. Not much more to it than that. Yeah, these are all dead jokes.
Yes.
Knock, knock, who's there? Boo. Boo-hoo. Don't. This has made me inexplicably sad.
We actually have a whole series of jokes about, like, this entire area and the people who are from there, that they are, like, super fucking stupid.
I think almost every culture in the world has some variation on that. The one I was first made aware of was Texas Aggies.
Yeah. So my favorite one of the stories, because they're like tiny little stories, was about a group of friends, and they were missing some people in the friend group. They didn't know how many they were missing, so they were trying to count everyone, but they forgot to count themselves. So they were talking a lot and having arguments until a guy from outside came riding by, and he said, "Why don't you just like stick a body part in that like," he meant to say like finger into that cow cake over there on the ground, and they all agreed to do that, but they used their noses instead. And then they counted the holes in the cow cake. I am not good at translating this story to English.
No, it's... I think everyone knows the jokes.
Yeah.
We've all heard something very similar. I'm pretty sure. It's one of those recurring themes. Right, we have 9 minutes remaining, and I was thinking about hitting on O5J just because I enjoy mocking the O5 Council.
Yes.
I mean, I like the SCP files that mock the O5 Council. Of course, I would never do, because my O5 Council is hyper-competent and very attractive. Attention! SCP-005J is a Type 11 info hazard which only affects current members of the Overseer Council. To prevent a ZK-class reality failure, a secondary medic hazard embedded into all documents pertaining to SCP-005J. No classification is properly added here.
That is sadness. Well, it's further down.
Oh, so it is.
Attempting to access while being a member of the Overseers Council is grounds for indefinite suspension from the Council and all included benefits, including death. Due to SCP-005J's effects on no medical assistance shall be given upon info-hazard breach. An MTF Alpha 5, the Cake Boys, will be deployed and authorized to use lethal force. By continuing to access the document, you hereby consent to exposure of an unknown level 5 cognito-hazardous image and verify that you are not a current member of the O5 Council.
I know the goal of the Overseers to oversee everything in the Foundation, but sometimes even we are better left in the dark. Trust me, this is something you should avert your eyes from. Really. Signed, the Administrator. Item SCP-005J, Object Class Keta, Special Containment Procedures. Well, please have it. And greetings in chat, wilding darlings. If you don't have the game we're raffling off, you probably want to know it, so I'll play that since I'm done with this one.
Yes. Because SCP-005J can cause XK-class end-of-the-world scenario upon O5 Command gaining knowledge of it, no sitting members of the Overseer Council are permitted to view any documents or affiliated files regarding the true nature of SCP-005J. Personnel that are promoted to a position at the Overseer Council must visit Site Command for administration of Class A amnestics before starting active duty as at the Council.
Personnel involved in containment of SCP-005J are to use backup systems and backdoors into SCIPnet to share information. Automated systems within RISA are in place to remove these files from command terminals and terminate them in the event of an information breach. And indeed, You are lucky 13 wilding darlings, and this is a successful stream. Huzzah! I'm
Yay!
so glad. Did the committee go off as it should have?
Yes.
There we go. I should confirm it. This one gets stuck sometimes. Well, greetings also in chat to Snuggles. You're just in time for the end. Well, not quite the end. And I'm not going to shut this down until we've raffled off the game. So, under no circumstances should O5 command see this file, submit non-overseer level credentials, and the image is, welcome to the party, where no eye reaches. Identity confirmed, security measures disengaged. Welcome, authorized personnel. Let's get the party started. Please, take it away, Haven.
Yes. Welcome to the party. If you're still wondering what the anomaly is, let me break the ice and reveal there's no such thing as SCP-005J. Although a mild mimetic hazard has been included in this file, this mimetic hazard will only affect members of the O5 Council.
So why all this secrecy, you ask? Why go behind the Overseer's back and do this? Well, there's an actual problem we need to solve. It's not a Keter or an end-of-the-world scenario we are dealing with this time, although utmost secrecy will be required.
The problem we have at hand is finding birthday gifts for the O5 Council.
After what we pulled last year, I think all our lines with Dr. Wondertainment will be monitored, so this time we will be on our own to create a big party.
Also, the administrator informed me we are no longer allowed to use any Keter-class SCPs to bring excitement to the party. Yes, this includes the piñata, sadly.
We do not need the Ethics Committee's approval, however.
Put down your suggestions in this document and let's make this a birthday to remember.
Signed, Maria Jones, head of the party committee. Nice. And 15 likes. Very good indeed.
Ooh.
Wilding Darlings, I think you might recognize this film. If Megon hasn't played this before, I would be shocked.
12.
Anyone watching Hidden may be able to send you the key. Though being a part of the Archives Volunteers of Discord server is very, very apt. But you can also follow me on X if you want to. If necessarily. Thus far for the raffle, I have confirmed K-Shell, Haven, Shrubby, and Nexus. We will have numbers rolled for them in the order which I signed them up for. Not that it makes I'll be entering myself, but I have to beat everyone else once. Although I've had so many games I haven't sitting
That is the sentence. I think I have like at least 100 games from my Humble Bundle addiction days that I haven't played yet because they don't interest me. Like war games.
That has much to do with how these games are getting raffled off. By the way, this game was provided generously by one Exodus. And has everyone who wants to... Yeah, I probably have to do that. But... Does anyone else want to enter the raffle for this game before I raffle it off? This is your final opportunity. Okay, let's get some raffling done. For K-Shull. K-Shull has rolled from 1 to 100 a 1.
Oh no.
The odds are very odd there. Sympathies, K-Shull. Next up, Haven. has rolled an 87 and is going to be rather hard to beat, especially for me. Next up, we're rolling number 4, Shrubby. Shrubby has gotten a 44. He was not getting it either. Nexus Hunter is up next with a 38. And I will now roll twice for myself. Both rolls must be higher than 87. I rolled a 5. Meaning I was very close to competing. If we were going for the lowest number of wins, K-Show would have nailed it.
Yes.
And the odds are the same as rolling 100. Just not in a useful way. Well, congratulations, Haven. You've just won
Thank you.
Dredge. And I will be delivering that key to you very shortly. It's pretty convenient. I mean, you're right there.
Was it Exodus that provided the key?
That is correct.
Thank you, Exodus!
I'm watching. And
I know they're not watching, but I felt like...
Well, it's on record. They might view it later, and then they'll know that you thank them for providing that key.
Yeah.
You're covered. And also, thank you, Exodus. I really appreciate this. I'm glad to help find good games, find good homes. Okay, we're about done here. I will be live on SideQuest, provided there is a SideQuest. And the schedule will otherwise continue normally with an experiment on Friday and another SCP Read, or an SCPR as I've called on out, because SCPR... Oh, this is the perfect acronym. How did I not start with that?
I don't know. Well. It's Super CPR.
Yeah. Super CPR. It's not quite a review. Good files this time. And I, for one, really wish I could tune into that version of baseball. Maybe someone will make it into a TV series eventually. We'll see. Until next time, so long as progress continues, success is inevitable, ostensibly. There we go. Take your time. Check.